It kind of just sits quietly in the background of so many of our lives, right? But unpaid credit card debt, man, it is a ticking clock. Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to map out exactly how a tiny oversight can completely snowball into a total financial avalanche. And we're going to follow the strict, unforgiving timeline that banks and credit bureaus actually use. By the end of this, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of this landscape and, more importantly, how to safely navigate it.
So let's start with a really simple question. What do you actually think happens if you miss just a single credit card payment? I mean, maybe your vacation brain took over, or maybe you thought it was set up on autopay like that streaming subscription you totally forgot about, or hey, maybe funds were just a little tight this month. It's just one payment out of dozens, right? Take a second and really think about what you assume the penalty for that single oversight would be.
Most of us expect, a slap on the wrist, a tiny penalty fee, light as a feather, no big deal. But the reality? The reality is a massive snowball effect. Skipping even one payment escalates so much faster than you'd probably expect, and it can quietly destroy your financial life. It's really not just an isolated event. It's literally the trigger for a very specific, totally unforgiving chain reaction.
Which brings us to part one, the missed payment myth, and exactly why no big deal is completely wrong. Moving right along to phase two, the first 30 days, which is the immediate hit to your wallet.
Now, right out of the gate, between days 1 and 30, the bank hits you instantly. We're talking a $25 to $40 late fee, plus an immediate interest rate hike that makes your existing balance even more expensive. But there is actually a silver lining here. Your credit score is safe. Well, for now anyway. The bank is absolutely punishing your wallet, but they haven't reported you to the permanent record just yet. But listen, that ticking clock does not stop. The very second you cross that 30-day threshold, the entire financial landscape changes drastically. 30 is the magic number. It's the literal boundary line between a private annoyance between you and your bank and a very public mark on your financial reputation. As soon as day 31 hits, the secret is out. Your missed payment is officially reported to the credit bureaus, which instantly causes your credit score to drop. And a lower credit score? That basically guarantees that any future loans are going to become incredibly expensive. Whether you're looking to buy a car, get a mortgage, or even just apply for an apartment, lenders are going to look at that drop and either deny you entirely, or they'll charge you much higher interest rates just to offset their risk. And that triggers part 3, the downward spiral, or when your debt multiplies.
Hitting the 60 to 90-day mark brings a whole new level of financial pain. If you haven't made a payment for 2 full months, the bank's patience completely runs out. Imagine a friendly customer service rep suddenly being replaced by a highly aggressive algorithm that's designed to mitigate losses at absolutely all costs.
Suddenly, bam, a penalty APR kicks in. This is a punitive, sky-high interest rate that completely replaces your normal rate. So your debt isn't just sitting there anymore, it's compounding aggressively. Add in those continual monthly fees and your debt starts growing exponentially faster. It's honestly exactly like trying to run up a down escalator that just suddenly sped up. Now, if you reach 120 to 180 days past due, which, is about 4 to 6 months of zero payments, you are entering the absolute most dangerous zone of the debt cycle. This right here is the point of no return for your account as you know it.
Look at how this time lines out. You suffer that penalty APR at 60 days, but hit 120 days and your account is closed and sold off to collections. And that means severe credit damage and constant stressful phone calls. And unfortunately, it really stops there. The worst-case scenario becomes a very, very real possibility. Lawsuits and actually having your hard-earned wages forcefully garnished right out of your paycheck before you even get to see it.
Okay, let's take a collective breath and look at part 4, how to protect yourself. This is your action plan. To protect yourself from all of this, just follow these 3 simple steps. Step 1, always pay at least the minimum to keep that timeline from starting. Step 2, set up autopay. Honestly, this completely removes human error and memory from the equation. Even if you just auto-pay the minimum, you're safe from the cascade of penalties. And step 3, if you are struggling, call the bank early. Reaching out before you go delinquent is kind of this secret weapon most people don't know about. Banks actually have hardship programs specifically designed to help you if you just ask them early enough.
Because it really all boils down to this quote: one missed payment can cost you years. It isn't just about a $40 late fee, right? It's about a cascading timeline that leads to penalty interest, ruined credit, collections, and potentially even legal action. A single slip-up can literally cost you years of financial freedom and peace of mind while you try to painstakingly rebuild your credit score.
So I'm going to leave you with this highly practical question to check immediately as soon as we finish this explainer. Are your auto pay settings actually turned on right now? Like, really turned on. Don't just assume they are. Take 2 minutes today and make absolutely sure that minimum payment is automated. Because in the modern financial system, loyalty doesn't pay the bills, but memory lapses, they will cost you a fortune. Who is really benefiting from a system where one mistake triggers an avalanche?